candy. While we wait for him to eat his
Can we
candy.
get a close-up shot of that? Actually, can you switch it over? I want to see that instead. The eye contact is crazy. Just so you know, I will be zooming in for that.
In the prime. Prime. Logan Paul. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, switch the shot back. Or down. That's cool too. Oops, I hit the table again. Okay. Anyways, after that fun little intro, welcome back to By the Bell podcast, where we break down everything professional wrestling related and share our thoughts and opinions. And you know, they may be good, they may be bad, but here we are. The discussion will not be coherent all the time, but that's the name of the game. That's what it was. What just happened?
Nothing.
Okay.
Continue.
I see.
Nothing happened.
Okay, anyways, picking up where we left off last time, Crown Jewel has definitely passed, and I want to say it's been like at least 2 weeks, maybe 3.
Maybe it's been 3.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We just do this whenever PLE is coming up.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
We're just
No, but it's how it's gone forward so far.
Yeah, I said I wanted to do it every 2 weeks, and then like last week, none of us could get our mess together.
Yeah.
And schedule something. So here we are now. It's Tuesday, November 19th.
Yep.
A solid like 30 days later, probably more. I've honestly I'm so sorry. I keep running into it.
Oh wait, Loki, we should talk
and then I
Crown Jewel
move
for a
forward.
second.
I
Is
know.
Crown Jewel actually okay? We were all not dogging on it, but kind of dog. Okay, actually, I'm so quiet. Do I not? I can't even.
No,
hear
we
myself.
all do. It's fine.
Okay.
I can raise it too.
Okay, that's the wrong one.
That took off mine, I think.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
mine.
Okay. What I was going to say though is Crown Jewel. Not before, like we weren't like not excited, but like Crown Jewels have had bad reps in the past. Like
Yeah.
the Saudi pay-per-views have not been very good. This was one of my favorite pay-per-views of the whole year.
Really?
Like it was the matches on it. That triple threat, LA Knight, Carmelo, Andrade triple threat was one of the best matches, if not the best match of the year I've seen so far. Like wrestling wise, the KO Randy just brawl was fun. The title matches weren't very good. I didn't like the title versus title.
I stayed
matches.
true to my word. I did not watch it.
I didn't watch it. Yeah.
I'll be so honest.
I guess I can't remember. I feel like there was something else good about it, but those. Oh, and then there was that Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team match. That one was pretty good. So there was just good matches on the card outside of the 2 title versus title matches. Those were still a stupid idea.
Makes sense, yeah.
But yeah, neither of y'all watched it, so I guess we don't really got much
No,
to say
Connor
about
gets
it.
to talk about it.
Well,
right?
I
My
saw
show. Let's go to the
recaps,
one
but-
shot. Okay, so
I told you wants to run this like his show.
I know. I'm just gonna start
No, I'm
saying
sitting back.
created by Connor Fuchsa now, I guess.
thank you. I accept. I accept the role.
But last time we did talk about the state of the women's division, and now they do have a title.
Yes.
You guys, like,
We started. Yeah,
congrats.
we literally started.
like psychics.
Yeah, we were like, why are we not getting a women's mid card title? Why are we getting the Crown Jewel title? And then now, less than a month later, we have the women's mid. Well, we have it. We haven't like done anything with it yet, but like they're starting that like tournament for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder, what do y'all think? Do y'all think there's gonna be an Intercontinental and a U.S. title?
No.
You think it's just gonna be the U.S. and it's gonna bounce brands?
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing, like. So far, I mean, it's only been like 1 week, but so far they've had qualifier matches on SmackDown and they didn't have one on Raw. So therefore, it like seems like it's only SmackDown.
I think it's because they have more well-known talent on SmackDown than they do Raw, and I feel like they have more people in general, like women in general, on SmackDown than they do Raw.
Yeah.
It's probably not true, but it feels like that.
Well, at least better.
Yeah,
like
they
the
have
SmackDown
more-
division is definitely better.
Yeah.
SmackDown has more mid-card women.
Well,
than
and
Raw.
just better. Like I mean, technically Bianca and Jade are SmackDown, even though they bounce. But then there's Bayley, Naomi, Nia, Tiffany, Michin, Chelsea, Piper, all those people.
It's all the like main people that people like know and they want to see.
Oh, Bayley.
And then, yeah, and then Raw, you just have like
You really just have
I don't
Liv
know.
and Rhea.
No, you know
Rhea's
what I
hurt.
want to see? Ivy Nile with the U.S. Championship.
American made. U.S. That works perfect. Get the U.S. titles on them. But yeah, Raw doesn't really have anyone. They've got the only people I could see winning it from Raw if they let people from Raw get it would be Lyra or Zelina. That's it.
I can see Zelina because they
Zelina
almost
deserves it.
They almost gave her the championship in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, she deserves it. She's had multiple title
Okay,
shots.
I will talk about this from last night's Raw.
Spoilers.
They had a mixed tag match with Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega versus Ivy Nile and Chad Gable. And instead of like, you know how they usually only the men can hit the men, only the women can hit the women. Zelina Vega hit Chad Gable with like a, I don't know what you call it. She had his head in between her legs and like he did like the front flip thing off the rope.
I think it's called a Hurricane Rana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did that to him.
Huh.
And I was like, okay, they're finally getting into it. Like, you can't obviously punch somebody, but like they can do moves on you, and they're actually really good moves.
Yeah, I mean, they basically broke that barrier with Dominic because he's been getting abused by women for like.
Well, Rhea could hit anybody. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, Rhea's been able
Rhea
to
was
hit
in
people.
the. Was she? No, that was Nia.
That was Nia. Nia was in that men's Royal Rumble.
Got RKO.
Yeah, she actually got hit back though. They didn't hit her with the 619. They hit her with an RKO.
I honestly thought that was like the biggest waste of a Royal Rumble entrant. Same thing as like, do you
No,
remember?
Pat McAfee last year.
I know. I love Pat
no,
McAfee.
but he eliminated
Okay.
himself in 10 seconds.
I know. But I love watching him. I think he's hilarious.
he
Oh yeah,
is.
I just wish
Um,
he wrestled.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Like when Michael Cole had a wrestling stint.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah,
Had the
actually,
whole
there's
headgear.
nothing worse than that one Royal Rumble where all three commentators entered. It was,
Hey, Booker
Oh,
T,
yeah, that
come
was bad.
on.
yeah, but he was past
No.
his prime. Then there's
And-
Jerry the King Lawler. I mean, these they were both wrestlers, and then Michael Cole enters, and it's just
The one of the ones that pissed me off the most was in like I want to say like
Oh.
2018 when they had just done the brand split and the women had just gotten like the SmackDown championship because they split it in two. Y'all remember James Ellsworth?
yes.
Oh my
Didn't
god.
watch.
I hated him so much. Because then they used him in the Rumble, then they put Santino in the Rumble, and then they had Ellsworth win the Money in the Bank title. Oh, it made me so
He
mad.
won Money in the Bank. I don't even remember
Yes,
that.
he won it for Carmella.
Oh, okay, I do remember that. Okay, yeah,
I was
right.
like-
I thought you meant like men's Money in the Bank. I was like, he won?
No.
No, okay, yeah, yeah.
Women's.
He did win it for Carmella. Dude, I miss Carmella. There's actually, the crazy thing about the women's...
She just had a kid, right?
I know, the crazy thing about the women's division is it feels like it's really stacked right now, and they're missing like a lot of key people.
Mhm.
Like Becky's been gone, Charlotte's been gone, Carmella's been gone,
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss has been gone.
I've seen rumors that Charlotte's coming back soon. Obviously, I don't know the update on her injury status,
Yeah.
but I've seen her dropping hints that she's coming back soon. And then I've seen stuff about Becky because I've seen a lot of articles talking about her contract negotiations because they still have not
I was
come
gonna say, she's not under contract
No,
right now.
they
Yeah.
still haven't come to a new one.
Yeah.
There was also rumors about Wade Barrett
Really?
coming back to the ring.
Yeah, against
And-
Drew McIntyre.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. What has Drew been up to? I feel like I haven't seen his name in a while.
After Hell in a Cell,
After
they
Hell
gave
in
him
a Cell,
time
yeah.
off. Honestly, he kind of
Okay.
deserved it. Like,
That
him and
makes
CM
sense.
Punk have both,
Yeah.
yeah. They both basically died in that match, and then they're like, y'all can have the rest of the year off.
Well,
We'll bring
CM
y'all back for
Punk
Netflix.
did come out for the Raw after,
Yeah.
but he was just like, I'm going to be gone.
Yeah. I honestly, I know they still haven't announced it. I've told you this. Now, let's get into the War Games, I guess, kind of branch, because it's an easy way to branch into it.
Okay.
Everyone, obviously, it's probably going to be Seth on the men's Roman side.
I know where you're going.
I think it's
No.
going to be Cody.
Or it could be but I think Cody now is locked up with Kevin. That's the only reason I
Oh,
think it's
yeah,
going to be
yeah,
Cody.
yeah.
I
But
know where you're going.
it looks
No.
like it's going to be Seth. I
No.
have a better theory
What?
that I wish
No.
they would do.
It's
No, I
not.
want to hear it. I
It's
want to
not.
hear it.
CM
Listen.
Punk.
No, it's not.
It's CM Punk.
It's not going to be CM Punk.
No.
What does he have anything to do in that?
Here's what it is, and I've told you this already, but I haven't told you this yet. He is a Paul Heyman guy through and through, and Paul Heyman got taken out by Solo. So guess what? If, let's say, Bronson and the Bloodline take out Seth on Monday, I didn't watch it, or they take out Seth sometime before War Games, and we're like, we have no clue who the fifth member is going to be. They get Heyman back, finally, his phone's unbroken.
His face is so
His phone's unbroken, and then Heyman's like, hey, guys, I know y'all can't find anyone because everyone on this roster hates y'all. There's only one person that doesn't hate y'all, and it's because he hasn't had any interactions with him because he was
Yes,
gone
he
the whole time.
has.
He hasn't had any interactions with
he
no...
has like a not horrible, but he has a history with Roman. Like, do you not remember him like coming out when he first returned and like basically saying, "I'm coming after you. I hate you."
He did?
Yes,
I don't remember
that was like a
No,
whole
he
thing.
said,
But
he's not here to make friends. He's here to make money.
Yeah,
Well,
but I
that
do
too.
remember there was literally a segment last year, like while Drew McIntyre was injured leading up to SummerSlam, where CM Punk talked to Heyman and was cutting a promo on how much he didn't like Solo and how Solo was treating Heyman. And then they took out Heyman, and Heyman literally went to CM Punk. He's like, "Please take me with you. Take me with you."
Okay, Connor, this would make so much sense.
This is
Yes,
recording,
if-
right?
Yeah, it's a stop recording. So that means
Okay.
it is
No, I was
recording.
just
Okay.
double checking.
Yeah.
This would make sense if Paul Heyman was already back. He's not back, and he's not coming back for Survivor.
When's Survivor Series? Like 2 weeks, right?
I think less than 2
It's next Saturday, right?
Yeah, so less than 2 weeks. Yeah.
So I'm thinking
he's not gonna come back.
I'm thinking this Friday, or even because here's the thing: what they've done with War Games now 2 years in a row is they've had someone not be announced until the night of. I don't think CM Punk gets announced. I think Heyman comes back either this Friday or next Friday. Bloodline still cannot find a fifth member, or they get Seth and then they take out Seth, and so then now they literally have no one else to go to because they've gone to the entire roster, and Heyman just says, "I'll make a call," and that's when CM Punk's music hits.
I think, let's be realistic. I think it's going to be probably Randy Orton.
Really?
Yes.
Guys, don't overthink this.
I'm
Bronson
not.
Reed is in it, so it's gonna be Seth Rollins.
No, but here's the thing. That's why I think they want you to think right now. Seth said he wouldn't team with Roman. Maybe he'll finally agree. And I said, what if they just take him out? They might just injure him. Like, Bronson genuinely might just injure him before War Games. And then we're stuck again with who is it going to be. And that's when CM Punk comes into the picture. That's my prediction. That's what I want to see. That's what should happen, in my opinion.
You're doing one
because
of
I
two
don't want
things.
Seth to be in this match. It makes no sense for him to team with Roman. They hate each other.
I
Everything
understand.
he did at
I
WrestleMania
understand.
was to screw over Roman
I-
just to put him back in power.
I understand. That's why one or two things are gonna happen. So one thing, if you put Seth in it, you're killing basically the whole Shield.
WrestleMania story.
The Shield
Not
in general.
Shield. I mean, not Shield, but I would say more specifically just WrestleMania.
You're ruining everything.
Yeah.
That has led up to it. And on the other side, if you put CM Punk in it, there's just no sense in that.
It is. Heyman. The Paul Heyman thing is the whole tie to that. He's won first off.
Okay, then let's get Brock Lesnar back. Okay.
That wouldn't be.
Get Brock
That would
Lesnar.
not make sense just because of Roman and Brock. CM Punk has no history with Roman. No history with Jay. No history with Sammy. No history with Jimmy. He's got no beef with these guys except for maybe again like 10 plus years ago. He's got no history with these guys that wouldn't make sense. He's a Heyman guy through and through. So if Heyman made the call, he might come in. He already hates Solo. That's been clear. Like all of these, it makes sense.
Yeah, let's bring back all the Paul Heyman guys. Actually, let's bring back all the ECW guys, Tommy Dreamer, all them, and let's just do it. Let's just do it.
You're over.
Let's do like a
you're
DX
hating
type
to
of
hate. There's no
DX at WrestleMania type.
like the Seth thing makes no sense. This
The
makes
25th
sense.
anniversary.
Okay, whatever. All right.
Okay, so let's just take our picks for who we think is gonna
Okay.
come up. So go.
I'm gonna pick Seth. I just think it should be CM Punk, but I think
you
Seth.
Pick a CM.
Okay.
You pick a CM Punk.
Or we say who we want or who
Yes,
we think.
Who we
okay.
think it's
Okay.
gonna be?
Well, I
One
think
and
it's going.
thing.
I
One
think.
and thing.
Well, I think it's gonna be Seth. I want CM Punk.
Okay.
Seth.
To both. I don't really have a want for either. I'm like tossed up. I could very much see it being Seth, but I also feel like it could also just be somebody so random.
Honestly, that is how they've been doing war games. They've
I
just
know.
been throwing like
And
Bronson Reed with the bloodline. Like
I was so confused.
Where's Red?
I mean, and people are like he's Samoan, but like not every Samoan
They
person
just
is
signed
a
another
part of
Samoan
He's
too.
New Zealand.
Yes.
Hikuleo,
Or
is that who
Austrian.
it is, right?
I have
yeah.
no clue.
Yeah, that's the other.
They just signed somebody.
Tongan.
Yeah.
No, Lao.
Hikuleo.
Low.
I don't know.
Low.
But
LOA.
I wouldn't be surprised if they put somebody on the team and then they're walking down the ramp and they get beat up and then they're suddenly like, no, they can't do it, and somebody else comes in.
Yeah. The Rock. No, The Rock's on.
No. But okay, if you asked me like 2 weeks ago who I thought, I would say it would be
I would have said Cody.
the new bloodline
Yeah.
plus the other Loa, the new
Hikuleo,
Loa.
yeah.
Hikuleo. And then on the old bloodline, I would have old bloodline plus Zilla for 2.
I know you're a Zilla for 2 stan. He loves Zilla. He's not even signed yet. He's not even. Bro just likes the finisher.
He said,
But it would make sense in the story of the bloodline.
It would. See, okay, now I guess a different conversation then. I think it should have stayed 4v4. What are y'all's opinions? I think adding these people is just a headache for no reason. Like, we're saying everyone has
Yeah.
a bad reason to be added. Why didn't we just keep it 4v4?
The way it is right now, yes, keep it a 4v4. But if
If they could
My
have done,
plan
yes.
came out, then yeah.
I agree. That would have made sense. It would have been a little rush, but it would have made sense. But adding, let's say it is Seth and Bronson, that's just adding people to add people.
Yeah.
Like, that's not
doesn't carry
Well, the
benefiting
Lower
the
brothers
story.
were kind of
This
rushed into
storyline-
WWE.
What?
The Lower brothers were rushed into WWE.
Are those?
Kind of. But, like, it wasn't, War Games is supposed to be this big, like, end of a feud, and now we're ending the
Yeah.
feud with two randoms being added to each side. Like, this was Bloodline versus Bloodline, and now it's Bloodline plus
Yeah,
Seth
and the
versus,
story is not going to continue, like, them being intertwined.
Yeah.
Just know it's not.
like, they can't do another 4v4 after this. That
It's
means we're never going to get a 4v4 from these two teams.
What was
It's
the last
probably
time we
because they
did get
didn't
a
want to, like, do another individual match for Seth and Bronson.
I
Yeah,
guess.
that one might continue. Actually, I can see that one continue.
Yeah, I meant on the pay-per-view, though.
Yes.
They probably didn't want to add another
What
one.
was the
Yeah.
last time they had a 4v4? Survivor?
War Games?
Yeah.
Well, it was 2 years ago, I believe. Like last year was 5.
It was 5.
Yeah, 2 years ago it was literally 2 years ago it was 5. But it can be 4v4. They've done it before in NXT. NXT's done 4v4s at War Games.
Well, doesn't NXT have their own separate war games?
Yeah,
Do they still have it? I don't think they do anymore. Do they?
they usually do.
I think they do.
They
They
do.
usually do, like, all their own pay-per-views.
Yeah, but they usually do 4v4. So 4v4 is like perfectly fine and possible. Like last year's was 5v5. The year before was 5v5.
Oh, you know why they're probably doing that? Because they're combining Survivor Series and War Games.
Well, yes.
Survivor Series is historically 5-on-5.
Yes.
So
No.
that's probably the reason why.
But like they don't need to.
Oh, I
no one,
know.
Like yeah, like no
They
one, no
always
one's.
do
There's
stuff.
not like a set rule book that War Games has to be fight. Like they can do whatever they want.
But I'm just glad they're not trying to bring back Cody Rhodes. Like they're
Yes, that
trying
is
to
true.
do something else. He might still come back, but they're not trying to. As
Yeah.
it seems like right now, which is good. He has his own thing going on. Like I want to see him with the title by himself, doing his things instead of still be involved with the Bloodline. Half a year after WrestleMania.
Yeah, we're 7 months removed
Yeah.
from WrestleMania, and he's been intertwined in that story in some way. I mean, technically, he still is though, because in my opinion, there's no way he can lose this title until he gets to The Rock. So it just feels like every feud is still waiting on that Bloodline storyline because he's supposed
The Brock is going to beat him.
No, I'm not saying the Rock's gonna beat him,
Oh.
but he can't lose it until after he's faced The Rock because The Rock already made it clear he's coming back for Cody.
No, but
And the
then
title.
they would make the match for the Brahma Bull belt. That he keeps carrying
Bring
around.
back the
I'm not gonna-
316 belt right now.
Dude, I hate that Royal Rumble belt.
Keeps carrying around
It's
like
so
it's
stupid. Like he actually
the
won
major
something.
title.
Can we bring back the spinning one? I love
like
that
the
one.
spinner. I like the spinner.
The Attitude Era.
The rated R. The rated
Yes.
R Superstar spinner.
Yes.
Yeah, no, for
Loved
real.
it. I've seen things that people are starting to turn on Cody.
Yeah,
Like the
people
fans.
are. Yeah, I feel like once they get him,
Personally, I've never had a turn on them because I've never liked him. But
I
that's
still am a
just
big
me.
supporter. It's not his fault right now, in my opinion, that he's doing the best of what he's being dealt, but yeah, he's being dealt this Bloodline storylines. Like that's not his fault. But I can see how people are getting very stale of it.
Hey, Homelander.
Yes.
Once he
Cody.
turns heel,
I
though,
want to see that so bad. So bad.
Okay, I do want to say.
AEW that clip of him whispering in some guy's ear saying, "I will effing kill you."
I have not.
No, sorry, no. It's I hope you effing die. I was like, I want to bring that back.
AEW when they first started was pure gold.
It
and now
was good
it's,
at first.
Now it's gone so far downhill, which pains me to say.
Yeah.
Because I used to love them. Like me and my dad went to I think 3 AEW shows, and one of which I fist bumped CM Punk. Just saying. But their product used to be really good. Their storylines were diverse and they were different. They used a lot of their talent like day in, day out. And it didn't get stale because usually watching it you weren't bored and you're like, oh, this is actually interesting, let me watch it. And now it's just so bad. You see they're having, I want to curse so bad, that they're having, what's his name, like Big AJ or something on?
Yeah.
The boom guy?
Really?
We
Yeah,
bring the
AJ.
boom.
They're bringing the
Yes!
boom guy.
And somebody said it's like a
he's-
modern day David Arquette, and I was like, that's not the same thing.
Well, he's wrestled in indies before.
Really?
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
did not
he
know
is
that.
built. Like he is
He
built,
is.
but like
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No, I
I don't want to
agree.
see that. I don't like looking at them on the internet.
boom.
No, you know they're gonna do that. He's gonna be like standing in the room, and go, boom, and then jump on somebody.
That match. 4 out of 5 on the boom meter. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, they're falling apart. I remember when people were like scared like 2 years ago, like when Vince was still in charge, like AW might
Because they were
overtake
legitimately
them.
competition.
Yeah.
They beat WWE out of the ratings, I think, for like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, it was the modern day
Yeah.
WCW versus
Yeah.
Raw.
People kept comparing it to it, and then people in WWE would be like, no, they're no competition to us. And then you go and look at the statistics, very wrong. They
Yeah.
were, in fact, competition, and they beat them out for a while. But then people started to leave.
Then Triple H took over, basically.
Yeah, Triple H took over, and the product got so much better. Then Cody left, and then it was all on the... And then the CM Punk thing happened, and it was just like...
Downhill.
Didn't he
yeah.
get in a fight?
Yes,
Yeah.
and he started it too.
Okay, but then
Against who?
Kenny Omega.
Oh, he's like
And
a
the
big guy in
Bucks.
AEW.
And then
right?
Or no,
Fine.
he
It
started
was the-
against the Bucks,
yeah.
and then Kenny stepped in
and then
to
they
try
like
to help. And
finally like 6 months or like not 6 months, probably like 3 months after CM Punk joined WWE, AEW's like we're gonna release the footage so everyone can see what happened now.
Yeah.
And it low key just made AEW look
backfired
worse
on them
because
so bad.
CM Punk really didn't even do anything bad. Like they tried to paint him as this villain, and that's what everyone thought. He like picked some fight, and then they showed it, and it's like that really wasn't like. That's
Who's
Because
running
he kind
AEW
of
right
did. I think he... I still don't...
I mean, he still picked the fight, but it doesn't. It
Yeah.
wasn't as bad as they
He
made it.
escalated
Honestly,
it.
my imagination made it worse than what the video was.
Yeah,
and
it's
so-
because both of them, the Bucks and Punk, went on social media and they fueled the fire for both sides.
Yeah.
So they didn't like help themselves. And then here's poor Kenny Omega like minding his own business, trying to take the dog out and like trying to calm the waters on social media. And it backfired for them so bad. And now he had, I think, diverticulitis or something. It was something bad that I had no idea what it was.
Never
now
even
he
heard that
started
word.
exactly. It's like this very specific disease that like not many people get, I think. But he's recovering. He did an interview the other day, I think, but he's starting to come back. Moxley's still on leave, I think. I haven't seen... Actually,
I haven't heard of him in a while.
yeah, I think he's finally off because he was supposed to take time off before the CM Punk thing, and then that happened. Then he was forced to carry it on his back because all 3 of them were suspended.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, ever since then, AEW's gone so downhill.
Yeah.
And now, I did see, though, today that they're starting to do more... They're scaling down their events and doing them more privatized and not in, like, these bigger places that they can't necessarily sell out.
Yeah.
I think they just need to go back to what they started as in the beginning. Even though they're missing some key parts, they need to go back to that and focus on improving, like, their insider relations within the company and then improve the product.
Yeah.
Because
They
they
need to look
could
at-
still be successful.
They just need to look at NXT. Like NXT
Yeah.
does that. Their arenas are really tiny that they film NXT. And now NXT actually has been branching out. They're getting to bigger
Yeah.
arenas, but like they're mainly staying in that small like arena in Orlando, and it works. Like the shows feel packed, even though there's only like hundreds of fans there because it's your 100 most loyal fans. Like
Because when WrestleMania was in Dallas a few years ago, they sold out the American Airlines Center. NXT did.
really,
Mhm.
yeah. No,
We
and
were
honestly,
there.
NXT, and that's also what's been the downfall of AEW is NXT has gotten so much better, and it airs on the same night as one of AEW's shows, and like they're just getting absolutely killed in ratings now.
Yeah,
'cause
they did
NXT
that on
is-
purpose.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
AEW is like, we're going to air on the same night as them just to prove that we can do it. And now it's just like...
And it did work for a
backfire.
minute, like 2 years
Yeah, it
ago.
did.
And then now NXT's gotten some people, like some wrestling fans even think NXT's the best like brand of the 3 right
Like
now.
you.
Like I'm very 50-50. I don't know. There's for the women's division, it's by far the best. But for tag team and actually tag team division, it's probably the best too because tag team divisions on Raw and SmackDown
Yeah.
are great. But for like men's world title, like I love Trick, but like it's not as good as like a Cody Rhodes or Gunther right now.
I've got 3 questions. Because I don't watch AEW at all.
Okay,
I don't
shoot.
either. I just see like
I-
highlights.
I used to watch it.
I used to know more. I don't
used
really
to
know
watch it
anything
more
right
than
now.
WWE.
Who runs AEW right now?
Tony Khan.
Who's that?
A lot of people hate him.
Yeah, he is the son of the guy who owns the Jacksonville Jaguars. So they do their shows, like when they first started, they did it out of Daly's Place, which is like a smaller arena sort of thing in Jacksonville, and that's where they like call home. But basically, they just have a ton of money behind them because Tony Khan is like a billionaire or is a millionaire, I don't know. But his dad has this wealth, so it funnels down, and that's what's keeping that business going.
Yes, yeah.
And
but-
also, like, for that reason, it's become, like, the quote-unquote retirement home for WWE. Because all the
Yeah.
WWE guys that they no longer want to use or don't want to... Because they're not, honestly... A lot of the older WWE guys, like, I think...
Daniel
Isn't
Bryan.
Ric Flair currently in it, like, trying to wrestle?
He'll appear, but... Yeah, it was started by... Because it was Tony's mostly the money behind it. It was started by the Young Bucks, so Matt and Nick Jackson, with Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega, and they were the four that started it. But then, I don't know. They started it because they just wanted to build a different sort of material and like reinterest people in the world of professional wrestling, and they did that for a while. Because before they started, I like could care less, and then AEW started, and I was like, oh, it's interesting again. Like it's something new. So they did that, and then one of their first big hires was Dean Ambrose or John Moxley.
Yeah.
So that brought people in to watch too. But they have had a bunch of people from Ring of Honor, New Japan, and WWE and TNA sometimes come in, and they do I think once a year they'll do something. I think it's Hidden Door. I can't remember.
Forbidden Door.
Forbidden Door, yeah, and it's a joint pay-per-view with New Japan.
But what I was saying though is like it's become like a retirement home in the sense of like because they have so much money.
Yeah, they have
it's like a Mike Tyson type thing where like some guys that are retired and done but need another paycheck, they go to AEW because AEW's like, I'll throw 20 bands at you right now because they got money to throw.
Jeff Jarrett still wrestles, I think.
The Hardys still wrestle and they really shouldn't.
I don't think.
Actually, they're not
Jeff
AEW.
Isn't, no,
they're not AEW, right?
They left.
They're in a different company, but they still should not be
It's
wrestling.
usually TNA.
Well, speaking on the Ric Flair part, even in 2005 when I was watching him, I was like, this dude is so old.
Yeah.
And he's still doing stuff now.
And he's still, that is crazy.
Because he's getting a paycheck. Like, because they'll throw money at people just to get names.
My second question was, is JR still doing commentary?
Sometimes. He has had, I think, a few strokes in the past 2 or 3 years and like heart issues. Yeah. He has health problems. So he like doesn't like to go out more than he has to. He still wants to be involved because he said that AEW brought back his passion for commentating, but then once again things did start to go downhill, but his health also declined. Like his wife died and then his health started to go down, and I think he hit his head a while ago too, and that was a whole like different thing. But he's been on a leave for a long time now, and he'll come back occasionally, but he'll only do pay-per-views.
Gosh, I love him.
Mm-hmm.
JR, he is my favorite commentator of all time.
He's so good.
And then number 3. Yeah, I forgot.
Cool.
Nice.
I mean, I will say, we mentioned earlier, but like we made predictions for the men's war games. I would kind of want, like, what are y'all's predictions for the women's mid card title? Like, who do y'all think's gonna win that U.S. title? I know who you're gonna. Oh, I thought you were gonna say something different.
Oh, Chelsea Green.
Yes, is Ivy Niles on Raw though, right?
Yeah, no, it's just a dream.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Chelsea Green.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say Chelsea.
Yeah, I could see her winning too.
He goes around our house doing that. He'll come to the
That's
TV.
my wife, dude. Come on. That's my celebrity wife.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
I could see her, or sadly, I could see Raquel winning it too.
My problem is they still haven't announced if it's gonna be Raw or if it's gonna be SmackDown.
I think it'll go back and forth.
Because if it is both, then yes, Raquel would make like perfect sense.
Well, if it is both, I still think the first champion will be a SmackDown.
Yeah.
Wrestler.
I'm just torn between: are they gonna try and give it to someone that deserves it, like a Chelsea?
Probably not.
Or are they gonna give it to someone that's like a big name to try and establish it, like a Bayley, or because Bayley already won a qualifier, and I wonder if they're just gonna give it to her.
I don't think they will. I think.
I could see Naomi, but she's currently going for Nia Jax, so I don't think so.
I feel like it could go a bunch of
Charlotte
ways.
comes back and adds to the title.
Good lord.
Honestly,
I miss her. I used to hate her because I was a big Sasha Banks fan.
Same,
so.
Exact same. During that like 2017 era, I hated her.
Oh, she's also in AEW, right?
Who? Sasha? Oh yeah, she is.
CEO.
Yeah. From Mercedes.
Yes.
She goes
that
back and forth.
That theme song is so bad.
The CEO.
CEO.
Yeah, I miss the Sasha Banks.
I know.
Any way they can. They're just trying to get a chant.
Yeah, but no, Sasha Banks was. I forget about her honestly,
character.
but she was.
I will say I love her. But she's never been good on the mic.
Yeah.
So.
Also, you know what? Okay, this is completely off topic because you know this show just goes. We go.
I said it at the beginning. We go everywhere.
Yeah.
There's never a coherent conversation.
You know what I miss, and I've told him this before, and he knows it. Submission moves.
Yeah.
Why are they just gone? Gunther is the only one that ends a match.
I don't
match
know.
with a submission move now.
Connor's
Charlotte
so
has
bad.
the finisher, like the figure eight, but honestly, even at the end of like her last run, she was just finishing stuff with natural selection or a spear. Sasha had the bank statement. but obviously that's gone.
The sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter gone.
Connor-
Gable has
yeah.
that's specifically
the one that
this
he's
started
so
with Gable.
mad
He
about.
has ruined the ankle lock, not on his fault, because he's locked it in so many. He will spend 20 minutes breaking a dude's ankle, and then
Oh,
we're
I
supposed to
know.
believe that the broken ankle can just hold on for 30 seconds and then get to the rope.
No, it used to be, ankle lock it. Kurt Angle's got the ankle
Yeah.
lock in.
See-
And now it's just, Chad Gable, he's got the
He's gonna
ankle
get,
lock.
or even
Oh, no.
Becky Disarmer. Now
Yeah.
she just finishes things with the manhandle slam. Like she doesn't do her submission
I
anymore.
think a really good example of a submission was AJ Lee's Black Widow.
Yes.
It was pretty to watch. People would almost never get out of it, and the crowd got hyped every single time.
Or specifically one that I remember that like as a kid, Rusev's like I forgot what it was called, but like the one where he would sit on them and pull their face. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
because there were.
He said, "Huh?"
Yeah, that's out of context. I have no idea who
the guy
Rusev
would
But
be
it's
is.
laying
like-
face down.
it's like a
and
jaw
he would sit
lock
on
or
their
something.
back and he'd pull them like.
Oh, it's
up.
kind of like an STF, but
Yes,
It's
kind of.
sort of,
Yes,
yeah.
basically, but like he's like literally sitting on their back, like putting weight on them
Okay.
and pulling them up.
yeah.
Um,
I think
don't
we
know
should
who
have an
Rusev
episode
is.
where we go through and rank like finishers and submissions.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. So you don't know who Sandy Zapp is, but he watched Sandy Zapp. There's one dude on his YouTube videos he posts daily that has been commenting on every single video that
Yeah.
says like day one of asking Santy to rank finishers, and he's on like day 170. I saw this
I
morning.
have not
Dave-
seen that. Wow.
And so let's do a tier list one episode of finishers in
That's
WWE
fine,
right
I
now.
like
That's
that.
so much fun.
Connor's gonna put the code breaker at number 1. I can tell you.
No, number one is going to be Pop Rocks. You already
the
know
walls
that.
of Jericho.
Yeah, there used to be Walls of Jericho. Or
It
like,
is literally the most basic move ever.
okay, I'm not saying that's
Just
just
lay them
everyone.
on their side.
And like it's so easy to reverse, like they're just like, but
so bad.
but like again, used to have submission moves. There were so many submission moves, and now we've got like even like guys like Cena who had an attitude adjustment would still finish matches with submissions like an STF, and now there's just no submissions.
What other ones are there?
Like currently, or like all time.
We're about to get so off topic.
I can't even think of another one right now. On the men's
What?
side, I can't think of anyone who has a submission. Besides
I
Gunther.
mean, yeah, Gunther has a Boston Crab.
Like Randy doesn't have one, Cody doesn't have one, KO doesn't have one,
I feel like they
Sheamus doesn't have one.
But I feel like a lot of them just do a Boston Crab.
I mean, yeah, that happens randomly, or like
Yeah.
sharpshooters like randomly happen, but they never. We all know they're gonna get out of it. Who's someone?
Yeah, when was the last time Natalia
AJ
hit
Styles-
a sharpshooter?
do. I don't remember the last time I saw Natalia.
Exactly.
So
I'm happy with
Oh.
that though.
I know. Connor hates Natalia. We remember.
He does.
Oh, and then AJ Styles, calf crusher. He used to
Oh,
finish
yeah.
matches with calf crusher. He uses it still, but it doesn't
I
finish
love his
anything.
phenomenal forearm.
Phenomena.
I miss AJ. AJ, come back. I miss
Phenomena,
you.
phenomena,
That's
phenomena,
Good
phenomena,
Lord, you are
phenomena.
slandering the French.
Phenomena, fiend.
Oh my god.
You just hit that desk so hard. Cut this all out. Cut it all out.
Because I had to turn away so I didn't break the sound barrier from laugh. Because Connor started singing.
Cut it from Fiend, please, God. No, I was literally talking to him while we were walking here. This guy's brain is so rotted. It's unreal.
It just felt like the perfect time.
That just killed me. Oh my god.
It sounded like fiend, so I went with it.
My dad's gonna listen to this and have no idea what we're talking about.
Please
It's like,
clip
what's
that, by the
fiend?
way. I need that clip afterwards of me just singing
No, we're
Phenomena
cutting
and
it
the
out.
fiend.
We're cutting
I'm
it
gonna
out.
start a TikTok account and just
Please.
the fiend. That'll be our Mason. That'll be our intro music. Fiend, fiend, fiend.
Or Connor singing.
Each episode's a different version. We got classical fiend, we got country fiend, we got rap fiend.
I fiend.
Also, we're at
fiend.
35 minutes. Just
It's okay.
heads up. Okay.
Our
Only
last
35?
episode was 50 minutes,
Yeah.
so
But what else? Do we got anything else?
We were naming
women's.
submission moves.
No, we were naming submission moves.
Triple H gave Travis Scott the Hardcore Championship. It's like
Just
the
gave it
one
to
Mick
him?
Foley. Yeah.
Just
What?
handed
He said
it
it
to
right
him?
now. Yeah.
Like the actual one, not
What?
like a copy.
No, probably a
Okay.
replica.
I was about to
That's
say.
what we can talk about after this last Friday. The state of what we think Raw is gonna be like.
On Netflix?
Yes.
Oh, because of the Tyson, not
Also,
Tyson Fury.
yeah.
Jake
Also, I just
Paul.
saw this
Yeah.
tweet about Becky Lynch. It says she doesn't know when she's going to return to wrestling, and then the whole quote. I'll read it in parts. She said, "I've been training for this half marathon. I'm working on some other stuff that I can't really talk about. I think that the way I'm going to go out after the career that I've had is with Dominic Mysterio slamming a door in my face. When will that comeback be? I don't know. I've been really enjoying myself and working on some projects that I'm very excited about. Whenever I get to share them with you, I think they're pretty awesome, and I think you'll think they're pretty awesome. We'll see what the future holds."
She's probably writing another book.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, she's been doing side. Okay, that was probably one of the worst WrestleMania attires I've ever seen. When she came out with her book written on her like dress, like when she came out to like, or what? It wasn't
I
a
don't
dress,
remember
whatever.
that.
Her this year WrestleMania.
No, I remember that,
she
yeah.
came out and her whole attire was just quotes from her book she had just
Yeah.
written.
Pages from her book.
That's interesting.
It was
Yeah.
See, I've read
really
some
dumb.
wrestlers' books, and they're pretty good.
yeah.
I won't lie. I read AJ Lee's, which is really good too.
We need AJ
Excuse
back.
me. Oh, I know. Are you kidding me? I'm like the front runner for that.
AJ versus like Liv or AJ versus Roxanne would be like
Yeah.
perfect.
That was Connor's first ever crush.
AJ Lee.
Yeah, that was my like childhood wrestling
Valid.
crush. Was AJ Lee.
And then I have the book that Charlotte and Rick co-wrote. That was really good too. Anyways, back on the top. I need to stop.
I do have to go in
doing
like
this
like 10 minutes because
Dude.
I have a meeting. We're at 40.
L.
You have a meeting at 6
Yeah, but I got
in the same building.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot that's today.
He's
Yeah.
meeting at 6 in the same building.
Yeah.
Fine.
You're not getting out,
It's
Connor.
5:30.
I'm pressing stop record right now. Screw.
No. Okay, so let's talk about the Netflix thing. I think it's going to be a total disaster.
Well, yeah, especially for like the first couple of weeks. Like, I watched the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight, and it kept
Mm-hmm. It did that for
Buffering.
everybody.
loading 99%, never going through. I'm like, what is going on? I just thought it was me because our Wi-Fi recently has been
Yeah.
terrible.
Mhm.
But no,
It was for
I went on
everybody.
Instagram. Everybody's like, oh,
Stop hitting the table. Both of you.
yeah,
Um,
Connor.
But y'all remember when they switched over from the WWE Network to Peacock? Like when they first did it? Oh my god,
I
it was
don't.
horrible. It was horrible.
I don't remember.
The streaming service. Okay, I remember. Because it was like a big pay-per-view too when they first switched, I think. But it was when Peacock was relatively new, so they still didn't have everything worked out. But and it still does this sometimes, but it's not as bad. But everything, I can't with you, Connor. You can just, I heard that squirt out. Ew. But
I'm eating a snack. That's why I switched the camera.
but
Back.
but they you would air a pay-per-view and they would buffer literally like every minute, and it was so bad, like we could not get through it. And people would same thing, people would go online and complain like, why, what was the point in switching? Like there was no point in switching.
But I think it's a good thing
I'm actually
that
kind of glad they switched though.
Well, I am
Different color.
Yeah.
Because
am
now I
too,
use
but-
Peacock for like NFL and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like cool. I've got like multiple uses.
And
Because
I
WWE
also-
Network was only WWE.
I also
Yeah.
watch like the old Raws, Smackdowns, like all of that on Peacock, which is
I mean those were on WWE Network as well.
yeah.
But like it was only.
I don't
WWE.
even know how to get to WWE Network
It
because I was
doesn't
never
It doesn't
around.
exist anymore.
Okay, I was never around for.
But like
so
it was only WWE content. Now
Mm-hmm.
Peacock, you get all the same exact content, and then you get some other stuff. So it's nice.
Yeah, but
And
that's-
it's cheaper. WWE used to be $9.99. Peacock's less than $9.99, right?
No, it's
think it's-
not. They have
Pretty sure
tiers.
it's like $6.
We have ours is $9.99.
I think there's
we
like an
still have,
ad-free one.
yeah, the
probably.
ad-free one's more expensive.
Oh, well, I don't do ad.
We have neither do we, but we have $9.99.
Okay.
But yeah, it started really rough, and it's gotten better, but not like tons better. Like it'll still buffer from time to time, and the picture will go out. It'll pixelate. The sound will go out. It'll lag. Like
But like having what just happened for Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, I feel like it's early enough where they can fix it.
Well, here's also my thing. They did the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Apparently, had like 60 or 90 million people trying to watch. They've already done a live thing before, which is the roast of Tom Brady, and I watched that, and there was no issues.
Yeah, I watched
Like
it too.
I don't know
There's no issues.
how many people watch. Like let's say 10 million watched Tom Brady thing. I don't know how many people are going to be watching the Raws, but I don't feel like it's more than 10 million.
No.
It's definitely not. Like I feel like normal views are what, like close to 5.
Probably 6.
Like
yeah.
live views. So it's like
Yeah.
5 million live. They did 10 for Tom Brady, then it should be fine.
I still don't. I just still think it's so stupid. Like, the cable works. Like, people still watch it,
Yeah.
and you
No,
can
no, no,
still
no.
stream it on like different. I think they stream it on Peacock.
But I think they're just. I think they're tired of being.
I swear they do.
No,
They don't.
they release it like
5
after
days
a
later.
month.
Yeah.
no,
Oh.
like
It's like
after
a
a
month.
month. Yeah.
Oh, because I
But-
thought I've gone on there and seen it like playing live. Is
No, it's just
that's
the
weird.
Achilles.
Maybe it's like the Raw Talk or something that I.
Oh,
Probably,
yeah,
it
it's
is that.
Raw
It
Talk.
is that.
But the cable is fine, but you can't do anything. I want to see some F-bombs dropped. I want to see
I don't
people
think they're
just
gonna switch that up.
flip off. Yes, they will.
I
They
doubt
will.
it.
I feel like they probably will, like, not even on purpose, but the wrestlers themselves, once they get free reign, will just start saying what they want.
I
The amount of
hope
times
so.
they almost, like, slip, they're going to start just not even caring.
I would hope
Exactly.
so.
The Cody Rhodes heel would go so hard on
Mhm.
Netflix.
Oh, yeah. All heels would go hard
I
on
just hate
Netflix.
Netflix. I pay for it right now. Why am I paying like $20 a month for Netflix?
Really? It's
Yeah.
that expensive?
So stupid.
Thank you, parents, for paying.
I
for my
pay for
Netflix.
it.
Thank
I
you
pay
so
for
much.
everything.
But now, it's come to a point where Connor still hasn't paid me for our Netflix that we split.
Wait, so you have one with your parents and you
He's
make.
getting
Why
air
am I
out right
paying
now.
for you?
Because my parents kicked me off like 2 months ago.
Oh,
I was
okay.
saying thank you for my parents for paying so far.
Oh, and up until now.
And
okay.
now Connor still hasn't paid me in like 2 months.
I paid you the first month.
Yeah, it's been a while. we got that account back in our dorm in spring semester.
No,
Yes, we did.
I don't think so.
Yes, we did.
Well,
He's
it's
about to
been-
go around and like collecting his money from you.
I'm collecting
You better
my dues.
watch your
The crazy
back.
thing is I haven't even used it. Like, I don't know why. I kicked me
Collecting
off.
my dues.
I'm kidding.
Of Netflix?
Yeah, I don't even use Netflix. Because I've got all the other ones.
Because
I've
there's
got.
nothing on it.
There's nothing on Netflix.
It sucks. That's why I want
But
to
everything
get rid
that I
of it.
do have is paid for by my parents. Like Peacock. Well, Peacock is also good for the price because it's the same as WWE Network, but you can also watch like Despicable Me 4 on it.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. The new Twisters
Despicable
movie just got
Me
released
4.
on.
On Peacock?
Yeah.
Ooh, I need to watch that. I never saw it.
Despicable Me is crazy.
Despicable Me 4 is a fire movie.
Why?
So
Hey,
put that as
what are
your
we
first
hating?
example.
That is the greatest movie
like
of the summer.
Despicable Me 4.
That is the summer blockbuster.
Okay.
Don't do that. Don't say that.
Okay.
Twisters is way better.
No, I haven't seen Twisters. But I did see Despicable Me 4. What does that say about the movie?
That you're still a little kid.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say.
Maybe. I'm not currently eating
Eating your
candy.
Juicy Drop gummies in your prime hydration bottle.
This episode is sponsored by Logan Paul. Okay, no, it's not.
Please
Not
get on the
sponsored.
podcast.
Ooh,
Get us
that's
on
some
Impulsive.
No.
Ooh, you want some ASMR?
No, I don't. Stop. I don't want to go anywhere near Logan Paul. I hate them.
I like Logan Paul
This is
except for
ASMR.
I like
Please
Logan
stop.
Paul except for when he's around Jake Paul. Then
I hate
don't
them
like
both.
It. Like I like Logan Paul in WWE, and I see him after that fight with Jake Paul, like saying some stupid crap about Mike Tyson. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't like you no more.
Yeah. I think Logan has skill, but I don't like.
There's two different people.
Him.
There's Logan Paul as a person, and Logan Paul as a wrestler.
Yes.
And Logan
very
Paul as a
much
wrestler
so.
is great.
Yes, it's very entertaining. But yeah, I feel like we've
Except
kinda...
when he comes out to the ring on a prime truck.
Yeah, that was weird. And then he brought like Kai Sanat into it too. Is
No,
that how you
that was
say
Speed.
it?
That was
Speed.
Speed.
Oh,
He got RKO'd
KSI.
by...
KSI and Speed.
Yeah,
I don't
KSI
know.
and Speed.
They all blend together for me. Okay, I don't know the difference.
What do you mean by that?
Because I don't watch them. I don't know who's who. Okay, I'm not. No, let's not do this. I genuinely, I know KSI's face. I've never seen the other two.
It's fair.
Why can't you tell them apart? No.
Because I don't know who they
Why
are.
can't you tell? Do they all look the same to you?
Shut
Like,
up!
what?
I'm literally gonna punch you with this microphone.
Wait, please.
Shut up.
Please.
No,
This is no longer We Talk Wrestling. Now we're wrestling for real.
It's not. You two were about to duke it out earlier. You just crash out the entire system.
She just got it working again. You're just
I'm
gonna
gonna do
break
that
it.
again. And that literally went straight right.
The ghost is pushing it this way.
Rail.
But any like final thoughts?
Stop, Mason.
Any final thoughts?
Exactly.
Help.
Help.
I ain't got nothing else. You basically said everything.
Yeah, I don't really have.
I haven't
any
watched
either.
Raw yet, so I gotta go watch that. That's about it.
Okay, so the women's War Games.
Oh, that doesn't help. I can hear you IRL.
The women's War Games.
I was thinking
is,
that would mute you.
IRL.
Do you know anybody in the women's War Games?
Yes, I know the 4v4. I don't know who
Okay.
the fifth members are.
Yeah.
I know it's Naya, Tiffy, Liv, Raquel.
Tiffy time.
Tiffy time. And then Bianca, Jade, Naomi, Io. I just don't know who the other two are. If I had to guess, which I know I'm wrong because I'm getting a call. Kyrie Sane and I don't even know who else. Kyrie Sane and probably Candice LeRae, but it's not gonna be right.
One of those is right.
Candice LeRae is right, 100%.
I don't know.
All right, yeah, I can get nothing else.
He said I got a call.
I'm getting a call.
I'm getting a call.
I sent them to voicemail.
Is it a
Oh,
whistle?
that's like the first time he's ever done that.
That is a whistle.
Crazy. Okay.
So proud of you.
No, I don't really have anything else to say. I think next time we can. I assume we'll talk about like the results. But I think
yeah.
we should also do that tier list that I talked about. I think that'd be really fun.
That would be fun.
Because
Yes.
we're probably going to come back and do it on Dead Week, and then we're gone for like a month.
Yeah.
So.
I will say this. The stunner is really awesome.
Mhm.
It doesn't do anything.
Oh yeah.
It's not going to be a top finisher. It's awesome. I love it. It's so iconic. There's no even slight pain in it.
Yeah.
Except selling it, jumping up, and falling back.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything else. Do you
Yeah.
have anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Well, thank you for watching, and join us next time. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.